Welcome back to the Digital Hustle Podcast. It's great to have you here. Real quick, before we jump in, if you're interested in turning just 15 minutes a day into $200 to $800 daily simply by reading some proven scripts, you're going to want to check out the first link in the description below. Okay, so today we are diving deep into something that's being called a hidden gold mine on YouTube. We're going to break down the whole business idea behind this booming viral niche and really take a close look at the claims of making big money for what seems like, well, not a lot of effort.
So let's kick things off with a question I know a lot of you have probably thought about. Is it actually possible to build a super popular, profitable YouTube channel without ever having to show your face on camera? I mean, that's the dream for so many people, right? And the trend we're looking at today suggests that dream might be way more achievable than you think.
And this quote right here is the core of it all. Faceless YouTube channels are making thousands just by posting simple find the hidden puzzle videos. Wow. That is a really bold claim. So in this explainer, we're going to unpack the strategy behind that claim, and just as importantly, the disclaimers that come with it.
All right, so let's get into our first section, the puzzle channel boom. To really understand the opportunity here, we first need to get the lay of the land. So what's going on here? Well, according to the source material, these find the hidden style videos are just exploding. They're pulling in millions upon millions of views. And when you think about it, it kind of makes sense. Their appeal is in how simple and interactive they are. You know, it's a fun little challenge for your brain that keeps you watching, and this is key, often re-watching to see if you got it right. And if you know anything about YouTube, you know that high watch time is pure gold for the algorithm. It just eats that stuff up. Okay, so we've established they're popular, that's clear. But why is the source calling this specific niche a gold mine? What's so special about it? Well, let's move into section 2, where we'll break down the exact reasons why this niche supposedly works so well. Now this slide is where things get really interesting. It paints a very clear picture. On one side, you have the niches we all know, gaming, reaction videos, vlogging. The competition there is absolutely brutal, and the effort to film, edit, and stand out is huge. But on the other side, the source positions this find the hidden niche as a totally different ballgame. It's claiming low competition, way lower content effort because you're not filming yourself, and yet incredibly high potential for monetization. It's that classic economic sweet spot, low supply meeting a really high demand. So let's drill down into the specific advantages the source highlights. First, that puzzle format is super engaging, which, as we said, jacks up your watch time. Second, low competition meets high demand. We just covered that. Third, and this is a big one, the content is family-friendly. That makes it a magnet for advertisers who want a safe place for their ads. And then, of course, the two biggest selling points, absolutely zero filming required, so you never have to be on camera, and a supposedly endless well of content ideas. By the way, if you're finding this breakdown valuable, do me a quick favor and hit that like button and subscribe to the Digital Hustle Podcast. It really helps us out. Now, to back this up with some numbers, the creator of the source material shares one of their own results. They claim a similar puzzle-style channel they started gained 2,765 subscribers in just a little over 30 days. For a brand new channel, that's some seriously fast growth, and it's used to show just how powerful this untapped market can be. This all sounds pretty amazing, right? But the big question is, how does an ordinary person actually do this? Well, that brings us right to section 3, the HideMaster Course Blueprint. The source material presents this course as the step-by-step roadmap to jump on this trend. So the course itself is framed as a complete, all-in-one guide. The whole idea is to take someone from square one, no channel, no videos, maybe no clue where to even start, and walk them through the entire process of creating and then monetizing one of these channels.
And what's the investment to get this blueprint? Well, the source prices the course at a one-time payment of just $27. It's definitely positioned as a low-cost entry point to get started.
So what's actually inside for that $27? Let's look at the curriculum. It's all broken down into 6 core video modules. Step 1 is all about laying the foundation, getting your channel name, description, and branding just right. Step 2 is your visual identity, your banner and logo. Step 3 dives into the nitty-gritty of setting up your channel correctly for success. Step 4 is the meat and potatoes, the complete A to Z walkthrough of how to actually make these puzzle videos. And then steps 5 and 6 are all about getting eyeballs on your content, strategies to get past that dreaded 0 views problem, and then optimizing everything for maximum reach. It's a very logical progression from setup to creation to growth.
Now let's talk about who this is really designed for. Every product has a target customer in mind. So let's take a look at who the creator is aiming to help with this course.
This chart breaks it down perfectly. The biggest piece of the pie, at 30%, is for beginners who specifically want to create content without showing their face. That makes total sense. Then you have existing creators who might be looking to pivot or add a new revenue stream, and folks who are specifically hunting for passive income. They're both at 20%. And finally, you have freelancers, entrepreneurs, and even parents or educators who see the value in this kind of content. It's a wide net, but the one thing they all have in common is that they're looking for an online opportunity with a low barrier to entry and high potential.
Okay, so we've covered the opportunity, we've covered the proposed solution, but now we come to what I think is the most important part of any analysis like this. Section 5, reading the fine print. We have to look at the disclaimers, the policies, and the FAQs.
So, we have to ask the critical question: what are the key things we absolutely need to know before jumping in? It's so easy to get swept up in the excitement of the potential, but it is vital to go in with your eyes wide open.
And first up, the income disclaimer. This is pretty standard stuff, but you have to pay attention to it. The seller is crystal clear. They make absolutely no guarantee that you will make any money. And honestly, that's just common sense, right? The course can give you a strategy, a map, but your actual results are going to depend on your work ethic, the market, and a million other things they can't control.
And to add another layer to that, the source also includes a liability disclaimer. It states that all the content should be considered for entertainment purposes only. The main takeaway here is that this isn't professional financial advice. They're telling you to always consult with a professional for your own specific business decisions.
Now let's talk refunds, because the details here really matter. The policy says a refund is available for 30 days, but, and this is a huge but, it only applies if there is a technical problem with the course itself that their support team is unable to fix. Reasons like "I don't like it" or "I changed my mind" are explicitly not accepted. So this policy protects you if the product is broken, but not from buyer's remorse. It's a key distinction.
I think this quote from the FAQ section really ties everything together perfectly. When asked how long it takes to see results, the answer given is that the real key is consistency and following the right strategy. This just reinforces the idea that the course is a tool, not a magic wand. Success isn't guaranteed. It's presented as something that comes from your own dedication and consistent effort over time.
And that really leaves us with this final big question to think about. In today's creator economy, with all these courses and blueprints out there, where does the structured guide end and where does your own personal execution, your creativity, and your grit begin? It's the central question for anyone starting something new. A blueprint can show you the path, but at the end of the day, you're the one who has to walk it. If this sounds like a path you're ready to walk, you can find a link to get your copy of the HideMaster course in the description below. Thanks for tuning in today.